Navigational devices on and locked. Virginity intact. Expressway, this is Ford Mustang 3 at exit 62, ready for departure.
Yeah, this mirror's been like super loose. I think I just took it off to see what fit on the 701, but it didn't. And I tried putting it back on, I just didn't do it properly, so now it's just kind of cattywampus. Just be like that then. Today's subject, starting on FZ09. So I think I kind of started on FZ09, right? Because my first bike was really a KLX 230. I can't concentrate while listening to anime music. Okay, I can't know. Does that really count as like a street bike, a motorcycle? It's only got like 20 horsepower. And I went to this thing a year ago. It was like my first experience with like real power on the road. When I first got it, I was honestly like really scared of it. I knew how to ride a motorcycle, of course, so you know, I wasn't completely tripping out. But I was just like really scared of its power. And literally for a year, I was just, you know, I could ride it and have fun on it, but all I know how to do was just go super fast in a straight line. I didn't like have any form or techniques or, you know, I was hard to have fun on because I was, Leaf almost attacked me, because it had so much power that I was kind of worried about. So starting out on it was hard to do because it was just such a hard bike to manage. And so that's why I decided to buy the 701, because I was tired of kind of being scared of power, scared of these motorcycles. And so I wanted a bike to like learn on with less power. And so yeah, I bought the 701. And literally the 2 weeks of me owning it, I was able to understand a lot more about motorcycling, because then I was like a little bit more confident with like doing wheelies and all this other stuff. I think I put like 1,000 miles on it already, and it's been like a month. And I've just had a lot of fun on it because it's just taught me some of the things that this bike wasn't able to because I was so scared of it. So I've said it before about this bike, but it's like a bad habit bike, because this bike made me so scared to try wheelies, get on the throttle really hard. You know, I was scared for a long time taking off traction control because I didn't know my rear wheel to slip. But like in the recent couple weeks I've been riding this thing more often, I've taken off traction control and I've had a lot more fun with it. And I just feel more confident because I kind of backpedaled a little bit, got a smaller bike with a little bit less power, and I was able to be like, okay, now I'm more confident to own a bike with 100 horsepower and 60 foot-pounds of torque. Really, this bike was not a very good starter bike because I wasn't able to learn how to do good motorcycling whatnot with it. But now that I was able to learn, and I figured out how to do those good motorcycle what's nuts, I'm having a lot more fun with this bike. And like, I kind of prefer riding this one over the 701 sometimes because this bike is just so much fun. So, starting with an FZ09, you can do it, but you won't completely understand the fun of this bike if you try to do that, because you'll be kind of scared of it. And maybe if you just stick with it for a couple years, you'll get used to the power over time slowly, but that's going to take longer. Whereas if you get like a bike with 70 horsepower, or like kind of a midpoint between a starter and this thing, then you'll like get better at it and be like, okay, I'm ready for this bike. And then it'll be more fun to ride something like this. Go, please. I kind of ran that red light, but oh my gosh, there's a cop car right there too. Perfect. Where are you going, bubs? Nice blinker. Yeah, so anyways, I feel like I'm a better rider now that I feel like I understand this bike a little more. I'm better at it, and I enjoy it more. So like, a while ago, terrified to try wheelies, terrified to do anything crazy on this. Now, that ain't really the case. Also, third gear wheelies. I haven't been able to do those before. This mirror is awful. Before, I would never even go near first gear to attempt anything because First gear's crazy on this bike, but now I'll kind of do it. And first gear's great because then like you're leaving a stoplight and you're just like, oh boy, and then you get on it and the front wheel just comes up. It's just great. Still not perfect with my wheelies, of course. And it's also, I had this kind of like mindset of, this bike's really pretty, I don't want to like ruin it or anything. But now that I got my 701, I don't know, it's kind of like that's turned into the pretty bike. And then this is the, like, I can have more fun on this one because I have my backup bike or something like that. But when you get this kind of bike, and you say that you're scared of the power, you're not scared of the power as in like going in a straight line going fast, because anyone can do that. It's like you're more scared of the power at lower speeds and that kind of deal, because it really gives you a kick. That you're scared of are like the fact that it will just do that in second gear. It's just crazy business. Wow. I want to go play with them. Maybe they like motorcycles.